Hey, hey, what's up, Chop It Up fans? We back again for another episode of Chop It Up. I'm your main man, co-host Big Suge. I got my man Big Lance and my man D1, our NFL expert with the fireworks and all that. You know how he do with the extra stuff. He got to be extra. What's up? What's up, Chicago fans, Bear fans? And I got to be honest with y'all, man. 24 hours ago, it was about 24 hours ago, or maybe 48 hours ago, when I heard that Dahlman had retired. Man, that was a kick in the belly, man, that I was not expecting. I was not expecting that, And as a Bear fan, as a sports fan, of course, I was disappointed. You know, we had worked so long to get this offensive line right, and we look like we got it right, and then you lose the centerpiece. And I don't care. You can say the left tackle is most important, the right tackle is most important, the center. All of them play, man, as one unit. And when you get guys that can play together and one of them is gone, you might still get some production, but they still not as good as they were. So that was a dark day for me. I didn't see that coming, and I thought it was a typo. And I always immediately go to, excuse me, to ESPN and check with Shefty, and it was true, man. Now, on the more personal side, if a young man quits the sport at 27 years old, that's a young age. I've only been playing football for 5 years, and I'm not going to say he's going through something, but to call it quit that early in your career, I think you have to be going through a little something personally, and hopefully he's all right, him and his family. And hopefully he won't regret it, because then that would screw everything up, because I believe if he comes back, he can only come back to the Bears. Is that correct?
Well, we would hold his rights.
Well,
yeah.
Well,
but it depends on how we released him. I don't know how I didn't pay attention to that.
Well, I heard today on the way home that it was filed. It was final today, just like the release of Edmonds was final today. So to reinstate all of that, I mean, he could change his mind. It has happened. You see that Ragnar was trying to come out of retirement and couldn't pass the physical. So, I mean, it happens. It happens. But anyway, moving on, man. We can't dwell on that. We can't dwell on that. One thing that made me feel good is that this coaching staff, this organization, we all agree that it's a lot better ran and I believe a lot better prepared, for what's to come around the corner. They've already made a move, and it's 48 hours after the announcement. They already made a move. Now, I think it's a solid move. He may not be a Pro Bowl guy, but I think it's a solid move simply because they researched it. You can tell they researched it. This guy has ties to Tony, and Ben's got a good look at him because he used to play for the Vikings. So it seems like to me this happened. They had their reaction, and then they got together and they made a decision. Just like that, in a matter of 2 days. So, and like I said earlier, I was watching this tape, and it was decent. The feet aren't moving, but it was decent. You figure you put them in between Jackson and Tony, who knows? All we need them to do is hold up. If that's the only move that they make. And he turns out to be halfway, if he turns out to just be decent, then it's an excellent move, because it is not counting much against the cap. I think it's like a $4 or $5 million hit against the cap, which is very, very cheap. So you replace the Pro Bowl guy with, a plug and play guy that's not going to cost you much. Now, whether they go out and get somebody else, I don't know. But I'm confident. I'm confident that this just may work out. He may not be the guy that we wanted or whatever, but this may work out simply because it looks like they researched it. And he has played a lot of football. He's played a lot of football, and he just left the Super Bowl. So he's been around, even though he's not a real old guy. I think he's only 25, something like that. So he's a young cat, but he's been around.
Older than that.
Bradbury was drafted in like
2019.
Bradbury was drafted in 2019. I remember when he was drafted.
Yeah, because he was with Minnesota. Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry. He's 30.
He's 30.
29 or 30.
So
I heard it pretty good.
Yeah, he's 30. I'm gonna say this before you go, Duval. I'm not about to slide past this Dolman thing like you trying to get us to slide past it. I'm not sliding past it. I gotta speak my little piece on it. For the man, for the person, from the reports that I heard, it wasn't something that was wrong with him. His pops played in the league. So I'm guessing what the report was, who knows how true it is that he saw how his pops life physically was when he was a kid and was like just decided to get out of it, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You leave of your own fruition and your own merit, and you get up out the game, and you were a decent player. You made Pro Bowls, all that other good stuff. That's what's up. Proud of him. If it is something going on, prayers up. Hope everything is all good. As a Bears fan, what the? I'm just God. Like the center for real. We just got a center ever since Olin, and you gonna leave after 1 year? Like it's just our luck. But it does hurt. And I think it happened like 72 hours ago, but it hurts. It hurts a lot because that was a really good player. He's a really good player. And you got him for cheap. Like you were only paying him, I think, 14. Don't quote me wrong. You underpaid that dude. Like he came here on a discount. Like we needed that to be where we were, and then it's all over with. It's like, come on, man. You put us in a crazy position. Although it's not up to you to care, right? You did your thing, but I don't know, man. You put us in a crazy position, and if I was the Bears, I'm coming after some of that signing bonus. You violated your contract. I don't care. This is a business. I'm coming. Yes, we got 10, but I think we can get up to 14. You're gonna have to run some of that money pimping, period. But you go ahead, D.
That's how I felt when I first saw that report come across. I don't even think Shug seen what I did.
I don't think he did either.
Yeah. But I have some of the same sentiments as you guys. So I'm not going to repeat it. What I will say is that I do trust the coaching staff a lot more than I ever had in the past. Our O-line coaches that we've had in the past could not coach. They couldn't have coached. They couldn't have coached what's the best O-lineman I could think of? Larry Allen or something. They couldn't have coached him. You know what I'm saying? Like they couldn't have coached him. They were that bad. But Dan Rochar, I trust, just like Shug trusted, that if they went after Bradbury, that they were like, this guy is going to be somebody that we can utilize effectively in our scheme. Frankly, when I did watch the film too, I do think he's actually a better pass pro than Dauman.
He is.
He's not as athletic as him, but a little bigger it looks like too. So I think he's going to be better in pass pro. And one of the things that from watching the film, he's going to be playing with better guys on his left side for sure, or at least his immediate left for sure, and maybe better on the right. So I think that that may help him improve his output and And he did get some zone blocks out there. Like he can get there. I mean, he's a fast lineman. He ran a 4.9 at the combine. So, I'm just gonna say we had a Pro Bowler. Now we got a guy who has talent, but just hasn't put it all together yet. And maybe we got the coaching staff that can help him do it. And maybe he has the guys next to him that can help him do it. So I'm just gonna ride with that. And frankly,
at 30,
say it again.
At 30. Sound like his dog just got to a fight with a cat. At 30, I'm not overly ecstatic about the move because I feel a little down because I really wanted Linderbaum and I wanted Linderbaum bad. So, I knew that it was going to be tough to get him anyway because he was going to ask for a lot of money and he deserves the money that he's going to get. I figured that the Ravens would still probably going to sign him maybe. Why they didn't sign this 5th-year option, I don't know. But you just broke some really huge news to us that also, hurts. But
we knew that was likely, though.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I knew it was unlikely. I knew those two moves were going to be tough.
We can't give up 2 first-rounders.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And I don't know why the Ravens did either, because the Ravens are not in position to be giving up 2 first-rounders either.
Oh, so what was the compensation? I
saw a 2026 and a 2027 first-rounder.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we weren't going to do that.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Give that up. I don't know what the Ravens are doing. Their team is not there yet. I mean, especially after taking away a Hall of Fame head coach. So I don't know what they're thinking. And Max, God bless you, but you would have been better over here, in my opinion. But
absolutely. That's
his choice. If it was his choice, he'd probably be here.
Oh yeah, it wasn't his choice. His choice because once them 2 first, we couldn't give up 2 first-rounders. Well, we was going when DJ got traded. I was like, Max ain't coming here.
Yeah,
because we needed that would have been the other compensation for our first-rounder.
Right.
That's because we can't give them 2 first-rounders.
Right. So you could have threw DJ in the deal. Right.
Yeah. As soon as DJ got traded, I was like, Max ain't coming here because that's the way to get him here.
Yep. Which that's why I was all on the pause. I was all on the Linderbaum train. I was there with that one. I'm like, pay this dude 22. I don't care.
I knew we wasn't going. I knew that we probably weren't signing Linderbaum though, because in my opinion, I feel like we got 3 really good O linemen, right? We got 3 really good O linemen. We got Tooney, we got Jonah, and we got Wright.
For how long?
I know, but I get it. But I'm just saying, we're talking about this year though, right? And there's so many other holes. So we got 3 really good O linemen. We we can make it work for a time with Benedict, right? But we're probably gonna, in my opinion, we're probably looking at a left trying to sign. There's a couple left tackles out there. I don't know if we got enough to sign them, but there's some left tackles.
I can tell you right now, they're drafting the center.
But that's what I'm saying. They're gonna draft the center. So I think
lose a stopgap.
Yeah, there are at least 3 centers that I think that could be good players, and you know what I'm saying? Like that's a rookie contract.
Is that guy from Iowa on your list?
Yes.
He should be.
Absolutely. So I think that they were like, look, let's get a vet in to protect ourselves, to make sure we're going to draft a center, probably in the 3rd round. It's probably going to be a 3rd rounder. And then, although we do have an extra,
my guy's Jake Slaughter, but we'll talk about that later. That's my guy.
But we do have an extra 2nd rounder now, right? So
yes, we have 57 and 60 now.
Yeah. So maybe a 2nd rounder, but we got to get that D tackle and edge situation set. And I feel like unless there's like my other thing was like at 25, they might be picking best player available too.
It could be a tackle. It could be. It could be a safety. Like there's
safety that high. Who?
It's possible. I like Dylan Thieneman, but you are right. Safeties are deep. Like I got safeties for you that's gonna be there in the third or fourth round that I like.
Yeah, right. You ain't drafting a safety back.
Like I'm good, but again, we don't know. It's like we don't know. And plus, free agency hasn't taken place yet, so we still really don't have an idea. We know for one thing that they're going to draft the center now because you paying this dude, he's going to cost, like Suge said, $4 to $5 million against the cap. If he meets his incentives, it's going to be $5 million. If he doesn't meet his incentives, you're probably looking at $4. So he's going to start this year.
Yeah.
So you're not going to grab a guy in free agency. That's not going to happen. Like you said, you're probably looking at a free agent left tackle, maybe even a draft pick, but you're definitely going to draft the center. We know that for sure.
Yeah.
So that's we know that for sure. But I want to know, how did y'all feel about the DJ trade?
I was sad because I wanted DJ to be a Bear, but I knew that was the that was a position with the amount of money that he costs that's the deepest on our team it was the likelihood that he was going to get traded to make the cap space and to give us the extra compensation, and getting a second rounder for him was good. Like that was good.
Yeah.
I would have liked to not have to give up our fifth, but
right.
But I think I feel like, just giving up the second rounder for DJ would have been enough. But I understand that they want to pick back. So I would have loved for DJ to be here. I was happy that they traded him somewhere where he got a real quarterback. At this point, the best quarterback that he's played with, because, even though I like Caleb, technically Josh, is better. So that's good for him. That's it. I don't got much to say. I'm like, we got the conversation. We needed that extra high round pick so that we could target the trenches. That's what we needed. We need to have high picks to target the trenches, and we need to not miss like we did on Dexter and Pickens.
Better coaches. How I felt about the DJ trade, I was happy for him and for us. Because remember, I said early in the season that they should trade DJ, even though he swayed me a little bit because he started playing well. But I never really lost thought of it. After the season was over, I figured he'd be on the move. Because like I said early on, when the season started, to me, in my opinion, it just looked like he didn't fit in. It's like they worked him in, and Caleb got comfortable with him, but he didn't fit in. Plus, the body language was still there at times, not as grossly as bad as last year. Not as grossly as bad. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can shake your heads all y'all want, but from what I saw, it was there, and they moved him. What was great about the deal is that we got a second round back, which I never expected. I hated giving up a fifth, but I didn't expect to get a second round pick back for DJ. So to me, that made it even better. Yeah, he's going to go over there with Josh. He gets a chance to play and all of that. But I guarantee, and let me tell you this. We played him this year. Watch his body language be different now. He'll be locked in.
Listen, man.
You look. There, you one of them people too. I'm so sick of y'all. All these people making up these excuses as to why he was traded. There's only one reason why he was traded.
I know.
You needed money because you didn't have cap room, and you have weapons on offense, younger and cheaper. That's the only reason he's traded. It has nothing to do with everybody talking about. They talking about effort. You talk about body language. You got some people talking about, well, he dropped that. He caused that interception in the playoff game.
I didn't say anything about him dropping nothing. I didn't say, but listen.
I didn't say
those
it. Wait, hold on, let me
examples
finish.
that you just gave, those were good examples to get rid of him.
That's not why. I'm telling you, that's not why they got rid of him. That's not the reason why. Because if you hear the actual news coming out of Hallis Hall and you not listening to these cats on TV, they love DJ Moore. DJ Moore was a leader in that locker room. DJ Moore was a leader in that wide receiver room. Antoine Randall L loved him, and the head coach liked him. Ben Johnson liked him. They loved that dude there. They traded him because they had to. They didn't want to. They had to. It had nothing to do with any of that other stuff.
The amount of his contract is basically the reason why he got traded.
Yes. That's the only reason.
Nah. If they loved him as much as you say, they could have reworked it. They could have kept it.
Well, we couldn't.
They could have moved other people.
No, they can't. We got too many players.
I ain't believe it.
No, man.
Nope.
There's too many players on this roster that are that high, and we can't trade them, and we can't get rid of them because you can't get rid of Sweat because that's the best edge you got. That's the best D lineman you got.
Yep.
Double-digit sacks, and you already paid him. So why you getting rid of him? No. Yeah. Jalen Johnson, he was hurt and still played well, and you can't get rid of him. You can't because it's too hard to get a corner that's even at his level. So you can't just get rid of him.
Who played well?
Look, man, Jalen Johnson. I talked a lot of ish about Jalen, but he was also hurt, and he still played, and they still wasn't testing him all that much. Like he made mistakes on some brain fart stuff, and he was not physical and stuff like that, but he still, you know what I'm saying? Like that dude healthy is still our best corner. Like stop.
All right. We can agree to disagree.
But sure.
My thing is,
you want to go?
Go ahead, Bob. No, go ahead.
Should. Who's our number one weapon on offense?
Loveland.
Right. Who's the number two weapon on offense?
It would have been DJ.
Okay. That's what you want to say.
It would have been DJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the and then you got Rome, and then Luther played well. Luther was out there like, we need to get this dude on the field all the time.
I agree with you.
We got the other pass, and Cole was playing well too. Cole had a bunch of touchdowns.
That's exactly, you just proving my point. That's why I'm telling you, even though he's an enormous talent, he didn't fit in.
No, it's not.
You're proving our point by saying that. You're actually proving our point. It has nothing to do with
all those weapons.
If he fit into their system, and you telling me that the only reason they got rid of him was because of money, but you got 53 guys on there that you can.
No,
if they love him,
it was $100 million.
Sure. First and foremost, the NFL isn't what.
That's a bonus, though. The bonus is that they get rid of him and get all of that money off the books. That's the bonus to it.
You are forgetting that the NFL, first and foremost, will and always be a business. You were $14 million under the cap.
Negative.
You're $14 million.
Negative.
Your skill positions are all first year and second year guys. The guy that made DJ Moore what made him kind of replaceable was Colston Loveland. The emergence of Colston Loveland. You got a first round pick at wide receiver, a second round pick at wide receiver,
and Luther.
Right, that's your second round pick at wide receiver, and you got a first round pick at tight end. All of these dudes produced very well. They all had 600 yards. It makes DJ Moore like, okay, we need to free up this cap so we can get rid of DJ Moore.
There's another point on that too. Like all those guys are young. DJ got paid already. DJ's only getting older. If you're gonna get value for him, you had to do it now because these other guys are gonna come up. I mean, to get paid, Rome's gonna be in this after next season, going in his fourth season. You know what I'm saying? So that's a point in time where you're like, do we need to extend him? What are we gonna do here? So you had to make the space. And
as long as DJ's on the squad, he stunts Luther's growth.
No,
has nothing to do with any of that. Nothing.
Okay, well,
has
We
everything
can
to do
agree.
with
We can agree. He's
Is it?
gone. He's gone, and I would have done the same thing.
But we knew that. But we were saying that might happen, but not because of his talent, not because of his fit, not because of anything.
Yes.
It's purely a money thing.
Yes.
And a depth thing. Money and depth. They got depth at
Yeah.
skill position on offense. They see Caleb is getting better, so they're like, okay, like
Yeah.
that's
They
it.
did the right thing. They did exactly what they were supposed to do.
I don't like it because I didn't like it because man, like DJ is so valuable, but and it's proven that he was valuable because we got a second rounder for him.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you beat the Packers because of him. Guess who was dropping passes? Your number 1 overall pick. But you beat the Packers because of that dude twice. But anyway,
we beat the Packers because of 18.
I mean, we get that.
yeah, but he had to. I mean, he didn't walk the ball into the end zone himself. He threw it to somebody, and somebody had to catch it.
Wait, hold on, damn near looked like he had.
Oh man, come on, man. Oh man, come on. Yeah, we know that, but 18 did that, man. 18, come on, man. I'm not trying to discredit DJ. He just so happened to catch the ball both times. Sure.
Wait,
but
did he throw the ball?
But 18 did that.
But who was he looking for? That man.
Well,
number 2. Because he knew I could trust him in the moment that I needed it. I'm going to number 2. That's what he was doing.
But even at
the end of the game where we did throw that interception, he was going to number 2.
Right, but the throw be perfect. The throw had to be. He can run all night, but the throw had to be perfect.
Yeah, but he also had to be open.
Yeah, the throw was pretty good to Rome Odunze too in the playoff game, and he dropped it. So you want to trade him too because he dropped passes?
Rome and Luther next year they gotta step it up, especially Rome.
Look.
He was a cap casualty. We all know that. That's the reason why he's off this team.
Thank you.
Okay.
He's a cap casualty.
Right,
but A plus for Ryan Poles for getting a second round pick because I did not.
Because we thought his value was going to be depressed because of the overall usage. We thought his value would be depressed, but not because of his talent, not because of his effort, which people was like, none of that. Yeah. It's just that.
When did I say talent? When did I say effort?
No, that's me. I was saying that.
You didn't hear what I said. But anyway, I'm happy to just to reiterate, I'm happy that he's in Buffalo too. He's gonna do his thing with Josh. He's gonna get back up to all of those targets and all of those yards. It was not gonna be that way here because it was just too many mouths to feed. Like some of the people, like some of the pundits, like they talk about, all you hear is, well, his production dropped, and his production dropped because we have so many weapons on the team. Anybody else in the league's production would drop too if they had so many weapons on the team and your quarterback spreads the ball around. You don't necessarily lock in on one guy.
And you have a 80% mismatch all the time with Colston Love. That's what you know what I'm saying?
Loveland made him expendable. But that contract is really the deal. It was just too much.
If his contract was on,
you want to talk Loveland? If Loveland, like I told you, if Loveland was on the field in that last drive we had, we win that game. I don't care what you say.
I hope so.
No, yeah, maybe you could be right. The thing is, we'll never know.
We actually be more screwed though, to be honest, because then we'd be another pick back, and it'd be hard. And Dahlman would have retired still. We'd be sitting there, trying to,
Yeah,
he'll be shot in the foot. But
pardon, I'll be right back.
But this is why this week is just as important as next week, man. The week before free agency is just as important. Monday is when you're gonna start hearing the big stuff. And now that we know that our names aren't going to be out there in the names that we maybe some of us kind of wanted, you're not going to hear those on Monday. Now I'm really curious as to what direction do they go in.
Right? Well, you still may hear it. You still may hear it on Hendrickson though.
I don't think they're going to go after Hendrickson now. I think Hendrickson's going to want too much money. I think with everything, and I think with them not going after Linderbaum, that just kind of showed you, because Ryan Poles did say they're going to be smart about this, which is Ryan Poles' code for I'm not overspending for anybody. We're going to not necessarily be cheap, but we're not going to overspend for nobody, for anybody. So My thing is just don't spend the money like you have on the wrong players while you trying to go about it the way that you like to go about it. Because what you have done, you've done a great job in certain things, and other things is like 55 should not be on this team. That's money that you could have that you wanted to spend on that dude. But you're right. Look, Trey Hendrickson is out there. Maybe they give. I don't know if I want to pay Trey Hendrickson all of that money, especially
How much you think he asked it?
So, according to now this is Spotrac. I do like Spotrac, but according to Spotrac, as a matter of fact, let me put this up here. Let me add this to the stage. So, according to Spotrac, this is his market value. That's his market value. And it's like, I don't know if they're going to make that move because you basically just got rid of DJ for costing this much.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to pay Hendrickson that type of money.
But the only difference is
unless his value goes down.
Only difference is that's a position of very much of a need right now.
Thank you. Tell him.
He's also 31.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay a 31-year-old that much.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
I mean, that's true, but you still got Khalil Mack out there.
Khalil only had what, 5 sacks this year?
If that.
Yeah.
And played basically almost.
Yeah.
Well, he played most of the season too. So,
like the other guy, we talk about AJ, but you can bring Joe Tryon back.
Because I think Khalil's looking at.
You got Odafe Awe.
Khalil, yeah, that's the guy I'm looking at. But that guy, because he's younger, he balled out this season. I thought that's the guy that
27 years old.
Yeah, that's the guy that if
he's expected at his market value is 19.
19.
Khalil's is 18, so I would rather go off of Odafe.
Yeah. And it's not busting on, it's not killing us, because then we can still sign, some other players.
Yeah.
Well, this boy here been a party.
What? Oh,
you say what?
One of our sponsors, Appleton Estate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been a party
with a ginger beer.
Here, Lance. Let me tell you something. This is why they're thinking about Hendrickson, right? Mm-hmm. Every team, you have to start in our division. Every team in our division has that dude. We don't have him. Detroit has Hutchinson. Green Bay has Micah. Minnesota has a bunch of guys that just blitz and blitz and blitz. They solid up front. We don't have that guy. We don't have that guy. We thought we had him in Sweat, but he's not consistent enough to say that we got that guy. But why? Because we talking about it. We need that guy. We need that guy if we're going to make that next step, especially in this division because it's so tough. We got to be able to pressure the quarterback. Now, if they do not go after Hendrickson, then that's fine, because I'm sure you can come up with a list of signing them, a list of not signing them. I know they can rework some stuff and make it work, and then just go after, use your draft picks, because you won't have a whole lot of money, and use your draft picks for your interior and just basically see how that works. But we gotta get that guy. Crosby was that guy. Unfortunately, he was too expensive. I wouldn't have given up 2 ones for him either, to be clean out. He's what? He's a couple years older than Micah.
Nope.
Micah was the prized possession, man. I mean, they can almost just name whatever they want to get a dude like that, and you were going to get it. Nothing is too much. Unfortunately, he blew out his knee, but he'll be back. But we gotta get that guy. We gotta get him.
I would argue with you that edge, that interior defensive lineman is far more important to us right now than the edge.
I agree with Lance.
Okay.
I want us to fix.
That's why I don't want to pay Hendrickson. Honestly, I like Hendrickson. Don't get me wrong. Would I be mad if we got him? No. Do I think that they're not looking at him? Absolutely not. Of course they're looking at him. But I think for that money and our needs, in my opinion, I think the defensive interior is more important. I think now with the money that you just got, maybe John Franklin Myers. Market values at 7. Maybe he's the guy that you want to try to pick up.
I was just about to say, who's the dude from the Broncos? And you just said it. I was just about to say, who's the dude from the Broncos?
This the dude I like. He's a little bit older. This may be a dude. He can be a rotational dude. Sebastian Joseph. Like we got 4 picks in the top 90 or the top 89. So you can do some things. And there's a kid out of Illinois that I like a lot, but I don't think we'll be picking unless we trade up in the second round. I don't think we can get him.
What if we got 2 D tackles and a linebacker with the picks?
You can do that. You can do that.
You can do that. They're like, I don't know if there's like a solid 3 tech after a while, depending on what you're talking about. I know that there are some 1 and 0 techniques that are out there, like Big Citrus, Dominic Orange. I like him. You know, I love Caden McDonald. I love Big Hunter.
Caden feels like
Caden feels right. It just feels right.
Yeah,
it feels right. But there's some guys like in the edge class, I think is deeper than the interior class. But I've really taken a liking to Gabe Yakis out of Illinois. I honestly think he fits. I think that dude is a DA defensive end through and through. But he's not gonna make it to 57. Now, if you want to talk about linebackers, the dude I can't get my mind off of is Jacob Rodriguez. I want Jacob Rodriguez to be a Bear so bad.
Watching him play, he plays like a safety at linebacker, and I mean in a good way.
Yeah,
I mean like in that Urlacher kind of way. You know,
yes.
Obviously not as tall as him, but you know,
yes.
But the speed,
he's so good.
Athleticism, the ball skills, the instincts. He got good instincts. He feels like
excellent.
Well, how long you think he's gonna be around, Lance? You think he'll be around the 60?
Second and third.
I think he'll be there around 57 to 60. Again, of course, we don't know, but I honestly think he can be there around 57 to 60. Because some people got him, they had him as a third rounder, 4th rounder. I'm like, no, he's gonna go earlier than that. And then the combine happened. Combine pushed him to the second round. It definitely pushed him to the second round.
They were like, oh, he's an athlete.
Yes, because look,
like,
this is
he's not just a white boy or whatever. He's not Rodriguez. Not white, was he? Yes, he's Latino.
Yeah, he is. He's Mexican.
Yeah,
he's Mexican. So, look at what this dude did in the 3-cone. 6'9" flat in the 3-cone. That's what he did. He led all linebackers.
Yeah, that's fast.
And he ran the 40 in the 4.57. If this is good. Again, this is the 3-cone. Look at what he did in the shuttle. He's still top 2 in the shuttle. 4.19 in the shuttle. That dude's gonna go somewhere in the second round. I don't think
he's gonna be there at 60.
He might not. I'm saying that because I hope that dude gonna be there. But the dudes I want are never there. Well, I'm gonna say never, but a lot of the times the dudes that I want
Kevin White, and he was there, and we picked him.
Well, you shut up. You shut your mouth. You shut your filthy, dirty mouth, sir.
Yeah.
I told you not to.
I like Jack Kelly too. I think Jack Kelly's gonna be there later. Like Jack Kelly will be there around like round 4. I like that dude.
I haven't watched him.
Yeah, I'm okay. Jake Golday. I'm on the fence about dude. He's taller.
So I actually didn't get to watch much of the combine because I was just busy working that week. But
you want to see some 40s? These are the 40s. I like Anthony Hill too, but Anthony Hill, it's something missing when I watch Anthony Hill's tape. I can't quite put I feel like he's not as aggressive as I would like him to be, like I think he can be. But I like Anthony Hill. That could be somebody because he's fast. You know how they are. Speed. Mm-hmm. Kyle Lewis will not be one. He's too small. Although I like him too. Again, like I said, I talked about Jake Golday. There's another linebacker. I don't see him right here right now.
Well, I was gonna say I know you're not talking about your boy at the top. We just gonna move on away from that.
Oh yeah, there's certain players I don't even bother looking at. I don't bother looking at some of these dudes. Now, to your point
earlier, scandal real quick so we can drop.
Right. I wish that'd be crazy. Now
who's gonna pick that dude?
It's a couple of these guys. Now here's a guy that might be there at 25. Duvall, this guy right here. I like this dude.
Oh
Caleb
yeah,
Lomu. It is a possibility that Lomu could be there. He might be that pick. I would rather them go defensive tackle. I would rather go Caden McDonald right there. But
I already told you what I thought on the last part. I think.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams is the most important thing on this team, period.
Yeah.
Most important thing.
Yeah.
So they will do if there is somebody that they think is a higher caliber player at tackle, and the D tackles that are available, they picking that dude.
Yeah.
This is what it's gonna be. Caleb has to stay upright, period.
Yeah. No, I agree. Here's another one. Here's a dude hasn't played football for very long. African dude, but super duper strong. Just needs to be coached up, and we have the right coach to coach him up.
Yes, sir.
But has the size and the length that we like. There's a dude right there. I'm intrigued by him. I like Monroe Freeling. Who are some other dudes that I like? Blake Miller, but I think Blake Miller's a right tackle.
Do you think they might be talking about it right now? You think? I hope not, to be quite honest. But you think it's possible that they messing with Darnell, saying, "Hey, man, work on that kick step from the other side, bro."
I hope not. It is possible.
I feel like Theo was good enough.
Yeah,
that they shouldn't need to do that. That they should, if anything, go find somebody that's premier or that's has all the proper traits rather than trying to switch Darnell.
Yeah. Well, if you listen, I listened to, I don't know if y'all listen to Teron. So Teron Armstead's podcast, he had Dan Rochar on there. And Rochar said some pretty good things. I know people focused on kind of the first thing that he said, like the first part of it. And they were like, oh, they're going to look for a tackle. But he did say towards the end of what he was saying, he said, I think we have the guys in house. So it's possible that they don't make a move at all at tackle. Or if they do get one, it's later in the draft.
I just feel like that is from what we saw last season, it feels like we could rock with that at left tackle.
Rock with what?
Rock with what we had at left tackle.
Meaning who?
Well, the one that's going to be available is going to be Theo.
We got to get
somebody. Man, I've been telling y'all that for how long? Y'all been screaming at me about left tackle.
Whoa, I ain't screaming at you about that.
Yeah, you lying. We never were against Theo like that.
Yeah, I wasn't screaming at you about that.
No,
I was telling y'all. I've been telling y'all for how long? Stop talking to me about left tackle. How long I've been saying that?
You talking about after what's his name got hurt?
Yeah.
Well, really, the only person that brought that up was Duvall. He was the only person that said they might draft the left tackle, but he's not wrong. He's not wrong because they still might.
Yeah, but I was the one that said, "What's the big deal when you had Theo Steele, who started 6-7 games? You can plug him in, and then you can work a depth piece." What I was saying was, stop talking to me about left tackle like we didn't have one at all.
No, but that's
those two dudes battled it out. One started, the other finished. One got hurt, so the other one's still there. So if you still got a need, all right, cool. But don't talk to me like we don't have anybody. That's what I was frustrated about. And it's not just you guys. I'm listening on the radio. They saying the same thing. So maybe it's something that I'm missing.
Well, I think as a GM, you should always be looking to upgrade. There should always be something better. Like that Theo Bennett, you can win with him, but do not act like he's the answer because he's not the answer.
I don't want to leave him one-on-one most of the time, and that's what you're supposed to do at left tackle.
Yeah.
With all of these, the reason why I was so frustrated with all of these other problems and holes we got to fill, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of this other, we ranked 25th or whatever in the run, terrible in sacks. We ain't got a safety on the roster, but we still talking about left tackle.
Because of your quarterback.
Yeah. He's
okay.
Important.
That's why, man.
I don't think you don't talk about it. Like, even when I'm playing around with my own mock drafts, and we'll do that pretty soon. Even when I'm playing around with my own mock drafts, I'm going mostly defense with our top 3 picks. I want defense, but
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I want defense.
I want them to attack the defense the way I want them to attack the defense, primarily the front 7, the way that they attacked this offensive line last year at this time.
So let me ask you this question real quick. Let me ask you this question. If they picked the left tackle at 25, you would be upset?
Yeah. Oh, man, I'd be furious.
If they drafted, let's just say, for sake of argument, let's just say for its and giggles, they drafted Caleb Lomu, the dude I just showed you. They draft Caleb Lomu, and Caleb Lomu becomes a perennial Pro Bowler and an All-Pro. You would be upset about that?
Yes.
Interesting.
I just told you we are terrible against the run.
It's not okay.
We are terrible against the pass. We don't have a safety on a roster.
But you got 2 second-round picks.
That's not good GMing, though. You got it.
You mean that if they did that, okay, I don't care if this guy's available. If they did that, you mean to tell me there's not a defensive 3 technique in that draft that you could have taken at 25?
We don't know what's going to happen in free agency. What if they would have got Franklin Myers? Yeah. And then they drafted a left tackle, and then they drafted an edge later. Like, that's it. I think
you got to think about the reason why we're talking about it is because we know that it's a weakness on our team. It's not a strength right now.
Mm-hmm.
And left tackle is supposed to be a strength on your team. That's one of the positions that you want to be locked down because, particularly when you got a right-handed quarterback, I mean, like, that's just literally what you need. And that's why they're paid as one of the top 3 paid positions in the league, right? Right. So the way I look at it is, if you can solidify that position with a young player, you do it. That's it. That's it. Because you got number 18 who got the potential to be a Pro Bowler, perennial Pro Bowler, All Pro, potentially Hall of Famer, potentially one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen. And if you don't protect him on the O-line, it doesn't matter. You're going to have him out there like Patrick Mahomes was this season, right? Tearing up his feet. And that's not what we need. You got to do the best job possible to protect that. So that's where I'm at. Like, I'm just thinking that as a GM, if I have an opportunity to solidify that, then I have to consider it. I'm not saying that we want to do that, but if that's the best opportunity to do it, then you're going to have to consider it. That's why we talk. Because we all been talking about we would rather them draft a D tackle there. But what I am presenting is, if the offensive tackle is available and it's a better player than the D tackle that is available, take the offensive tackle. Because that's how important protecting Caleb is.
All right. I mean, hey, I get you. I ain't got no argument with that. I'm just saying. The reason why we went home is because Matthew Stafford was able to sit back there and have tea and crumpets. Jared Goff all season was back there just as comfortable as he want to be. and whoever they had playing in Minnesota, not a care in the world. And that's another conversation too. That's another conversation too about we'll get into that.
JJ? About JJ?
Yeah. Yeah.
I already told you they should have been kept Sam Darnold. I said that last year before they ever before they ever did not re-sign him. I said they need to consider trading JJ McCarthy and keeping Sam Darnold. I said I would do it right now because Sam Darnold just lit it up on that squad with that coach and with them players. You gonna let him walk for an unknown? You're crazy.
But okay, but listen. This is the unknown that the quarterback whisperer picked. So the quarterback whisperer,
I don't think he picked him. I don't think he picked him because if he picked him, well, because remember who they fired? They fired the GM.
Yeah, they did.
They fired Kwesi. So I think it was Kwesi.
Oh man, well, listen. If he's the quarterback whisperer, so the whisperer already knows that there's nothing he can do with this guy, even though he's been hurt half of his career, and his career is this big. He already know that.
I would have kept Sam, man. And because they would have got Sam cheap.
Sure, man. It's easy now to say
but
that
I said it before, though. I said it before. I said it before free agency even opened. I was like, they need to re-sign Sam Darnold and think about trade because at that point in time, JJ had not played. Probably could have got a first or second rounder for JJ because he was still unknown.
Right. And he's still, but listen, Duvall, he's still unknown. You mean to tell me you're gonna bring 5'2" Kyler Murray to run around out there? That's better than what you may have right here.
I would rather have Kyler Murray right now than JJ McCarthy.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Oh man, oh wow.
I'm not trying to hate on JJ, but JJ ain't shown me nothing yet that makes me think he could. His biggest
problem is that he's been hurt too much to be a new quarterback in the league. That's his biggest error. And when he's played, he hasn't looked good. But yeah, he's
looked good.
But
that boy look like Dylan Gabriel.
Don't start, dude. You trying to get me? You started to drink the yak. You started to drink the yak, and you gonna get me to go over there and get me a drink now.
My wife outside, man. I'm just sitting.
Matter of fact, hold on one second.
Well, I'm gonna talk to the camera since everybody else left. And we still recording. I told you that the Vikings should have traded JJ last year because his value was still high. And I said I would have re-signed Sam Darnold because even with that defense and with those skill players, Sam was putting up numbers and he had one bad playoff game and they said we can't trust him. Now he won a Super Bowl. Foolishness. We got to talking about JJ McCarthy and Sam Darnold. and I compared JJ McCarthy to Dylan Gabriel.
Hey Lance, this is the bottle you left over here when you was over here.
So you still got that? Wow.
No, I'm sure this is another one, but
he said he had to go get him some yak because
because
they ain't got a drink.
Hey man,
this is crazy. I need a drink, man.
My wife went to the spa for the weekend with her friends, so I'm just sitting here.
Oh yeah,
running around doing stuff like. I'm glad we had to do this later because I was like, I had to take my daughter to dance. First, I had to take her to basketball training. Then I had to take her and my son to basketball training. Then I had to take her to dance class. I was like, what am I gonna do with these kids? All right, go eat.
Right.
I don't even know what they're doing right now, but you know.
Well, at least you know they're at that age where they can entertain themselves. If I leave mine alone, she might kill herself.
Yeah. Oh man. Wait. A thigh and a side for some. So I had to. I mean,
unalive. So what I'm curious as to what was this deal with y'all talking about Minnesota?
Well, let me please let me go first. I can't remember how we got on it, but I think Duvall said something about JJ McCarthy. And then I said, that's another thing too.
That's exactly right.
That's another thing. And I'm just a little bit amazed on how the quote unquote quarterback whisperer, Kevin O'Connell, right, is so anxious to give up on JJ McCarthy, and he picked him. Now, Duvall said that the GM picked him, the one who got fired, so Kevin may not have had so much of an input on that. I disagree. If he's the quarterback whisperer and you picking a quarterback, he got to say so. But my thing is this, they're already off of him when he's been hurt most of his career. So, yeah, he hasn't looked good. He's still learning, and he's been hurt. So the quarterback whisperer already knows that he's trash and that he don't want it. So now you're willing to bring in little Mighty Mouse to run around.
Very better than him.
To run around and do whatever, little quick feet. I mean, when I see Kyler run, I want to play the Benny Hill music.
That's when I called because he said there's a reason why I got to Dylan Gabriel because Suge said when he played, he hadn't played well. I was like, yeah, he'd be looking like Dylan Gabriel, missing everybody out there.
That's when I went to go get my yak.
Well, I'll say this, so we don't spend too long on it. I agree with you, Suge, on this one. That you can't tell me that O'Connell didn't have anything to do with JJ McCarthy coming in that building. That he had to have something to do with it. But I also don't believe that they're ready to move off of him so fast. I think that's just media stuff. Like they're not ready to move off that dude yet. It's only his second year, and he hasn't. I mean, really, it's his first year. And to his credit, he did play better towards the end of the season. Let's not forget, the Minnesota Vikings still won 8 games. There's still no team in this division that had a losing record. Like, they still won 8 games. So whether you can say that's on the defense or what, I think he played better towards the end of the year. I mean, I don't want him to be great, of course, because he plays in Minnesota. I'm not going to wish them well. Fuck that. But, I mean, it is what it is. I don't think they're going to move off him. I think that's media stuff, to be honest with you. But let me check to see if there's anything else, any other news out here really quick.
We got some kind of mic thing.
I think that's you. Yeah, that was you. It stopped as soon as you muted yourself. Dang, the Ravens got mad. I'm not.
It might be you. It's happening now still, even when I'm mute.
Hold on, you unmute. Yeah, you unmute. And I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute.
Hello? It's both of us.
Hello? Holy crap, it is both of us. What is that?
Only Big Sugar ain't having a problem.
Right. What is with that? Hold on, let me
some kind of reverb on the mic. Turn the volume down. I'm turning my speakers down. No, still doing it.
Is mine still doing it? Yep. I don't know what that is.
We got to figure that out for next time.
Yeah. I'm still gonna post it. I don't care. I don't care. But yeah, man, the good stuff happening this week so far. Sad stuff happening. You know what? You know, actually, now that I look at it, you know who might be an option at tackle? They might pick up Taylor Decker. Taylor Decker did get released by the Lions. He could be a veteran stopgap that they just put there, and they're just waiting on their young guys to get healthy again. That could be a thing.
All right, I saw it and it was like, we got the cap space now for one. I think we got the cap space for one big signing and veteran. We get like one or two veteran players at positions that we need.
Yeah,
got one right now. Center. Maybe it's left tackle. Maybe we're gonna try to go for a big. Maybe that's where Hedrick or
yeah.
No way.
We'll see, man. Monday. I mean, we're gonna meet next week on Wednesday. We have to for free agency. We gotta do it Wednesday next week.
Sure.
But depending on what happens, if it's something crazy, you know, we can get on for a few minutes, do an emergency joint.
30 minutes.
Mm-hmm. We really can.
Man, we can't do nothing for 30 minutes. What y'all talking about?
We can do it, man.
We can. We can. We have to stick to the source material. We can't go off of anything else. Somebody can't bring up nothing. Oh, you can't say something about another player on another team. You just got to stick to that thing. And then
can't talk about Pro Bowler Shedeur Sanders and non-Pro
See,
Bowler.
you see, there he go again.
You know what? You want to know something?
There he go again.
And
Since when they start letting quarterbacks in the Pro Bowl that throw in more interceptions than touchdowns and they go to the Pro Bowl? Pro garbage.
I heard Deion saying this, and there's no ill. I like Shedeur. I hope Shedeur is successful. But I heard Deion say my son did something I ain't never did. He made the Pro Bowl in his first year, and I was like, come on, man.
Semantics. Semantics, boy.
Semantics. I was like, all right, man. I mean, officially, yes, I guess.
I wish I had Deion's current number. I would have texted him on that.
I was like, okay, man.
What you talking about, man?
Like, all right, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
they were trying to get people to watch that damn bull crap game.
Look, they've known for a long time that the Pro Bowl. The moment that Mitch went to the Pro Bowl, I knew the Pro Bowl was over with. It was over with.
Mitch had a good season, man. You don't think so?
He did not have a Pro Bowl season. No.
I feel like they should do like skill competitions.
We were riding high.
Keep it like skill competitions, and
Right.
they probably should do it during Super Bowl week at the Super Bowl so that people will be there already. You know what I'm saying? So it's a packed event. Just do like skill competitions, like fun stuff.
But when the NFL changed it, when they changed it to from after the Super Bowl to before, you knew it was going to go downhill because a lot of the players that are Pro Bowlers typically are in the Super Bowl. They're not going to go to the Pro Bowl now. So now you got a bunch of reserves. So is it even really the Reserve Bowl? You just might as well just call it the Reserve Bowl.
I'm telling you, they need to do that joint. Super Bowl week, just do competition stuff, nothing serious. All the players be there anyway, or a lot of the players be there anyway.
Yeah.
A lot of fans will be there, having a experience, like fans participate with the players. So,
Yeah.
like we want to do a throwing competition. Fans, you know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I mean? We want to race 40s, have 40s with some fans and go tear their hamstrings up.
Yeah.
Like signing up waivers, you know what I mean? That type
They
of stuff.
they should bring back. They should get rid of the Pro Bowl and just have like in high school, like they have honorary mentions or whatever. Just your name. If you make the Pro Bowl or you're all pro, they put your name up on a plaque and then that's it. You can go on to Cancun or Barbados or wherever you're going. But they should bring back like NFL fastest man.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Do that type of stuff at the
Stuff
Super
like
Bowl
that.
week.
And then have a bench press competition or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, like a little Olympics.
Do like, like just do some fun stuff. Do stuff like not like I'm telling you, have fans be involved in it. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that idea.
What is that?
But to get together and have these professional athletes run around and play flag football and force us to watch it.
You ain't forcing me nothing. I ain't looked at the Pro Bowl in years. I'm not looking at that football. I'm not doing like, and I get that they don't want to play football. Like I get that. Like you don't want Sean Taylor putting your kicker in a coma in a Pro Bowl game. Like I get that. Like I remember when they complained about Adrian Peterson because he was playing super hard.
He was playing hard.
They was so mad at him. Like, dude, this is the Pro Bowl. Like, all right. They're going to have to do something with this. But I agree with both of y'all. Just get rid of the game. The game doesn't – just don't do the game.
All right, I got a real question about the Bears.
Okay.
All right, so based on where we're at right now, what do you think we need in the draft to make you happy? Like, what are the positions you would like to see drafted that would make you happy?
I can take this one. As much as that of those players I've been looking at, I'm looking at defensive interior. I want an edge. I want a safety, a linebacker, and now a center. And I think I'll be good. I know people want a running back, another running back. I mean, if you get one late, that's fine. I'm not really thinking about a running back like that. But if you handle those positions, because they're going to have to do something at safety. We don't have a safety. We're still trying to wait to see which one of our safeties are going to come back. Like, we literally don't have a safety. So it might be two safeties because safety's deep, man. Safety's deep. I'll pull up the list right now and show you every guy that I like right now. And those guys are going to be there in the third and the fourth.
Who's your safety that we could possibly draft? Because obviously, I said, who's your favorite safety that we can actually draft? We're obviously not getting the best safety.
Yeah. So there are three guys that I think that we could draft. I like the cat out of Penn State. Actually,
okay.
I think his name is Kiwi. I'm curious about AJ Austin. I'm curious. He's like maybe like 6 feet, but he played at like 220. But he was at the combine like 215. He's a bigger guy, so maybe in the box guy. But they say he likes to be free. I'm like, you kind of big to be like a free safety, but I look interested in that guy. I like Bud Clark. But he's a lighter guy, kind of real thin. He's like 185, like 6'2". He plays for TCF. I mean TCF, not TCU. TCU. I'm sorry, TCU. Man, there's even more. I got more. Kamari Ramsey out of USC. I'm interested in him. And the guy that I'm really interested in, my little sneak pick is Jalen Kilgore out of South Carolina.
Oh.
Now, Jalen went to the combine and killed the combine. I'm like, well, there goes that fourth or fifth rounder that I was thinking because he ran a 4.4 flat.
But everybody killed the combine.
And that's why, that's why I say what I said about the 40 because everybody trains for the 40. Like, they're specifically training for the 40.
Well, we ain't going to go back to that conversation.
I'm just saying. There's some safeties that we can get that'll be there, whether you go late second, third, fourth, there'll be safeties there. The edge is what defensive interior is what I'm worried about. If we don't get one in the first round, I'm worried about who's going to be there later. Like, I do like Dominic Horn, but I'm thinking more third round for him. If we don't draft the defensive tackle early, who knows what happens late in that second round. I don't know if Jacob Rodriguez is going to be there. I really don't. Right? Are you going to go with an offensive lineman? There's some offensive linemen that I like. There are tackles that I like in the second round.
I feel like we have to draft. I feel like tackles have to be drafted. I feel like linebackers and safeties have to be drafted. I'm not as need to draft an edge unless it's like somebody better than somebody's own. for sure. Meaning better than the first two guys on our team. Better than essentially. So yeah, obviously is a need position for safeties. And I feel like linebackers is a need position because I just thought our play of the linebacker year was inconsistent. A lot of it was injuries, but and I you all know how we feel about Tremaine. Tremaine was an athletic phenom but has no thing for the ball. And it felt like when Dante got in there, there was some more. And if we can get a player that athletically did that has that instinct, we're cooking with some gas right now, particularly tackles situation. So I'm like that inferior 7 and a safety. If that's what I want badly, like that's what I like. If we can figure that out, however we do free agent draft, that's got to be the focus in my. Obviously, the center situation was a surprise, but they addressed it to an extent that it's at least a stopgap. We can ride with him. And Drake May was an okay. We got my things about Drake May. Protected Drake May and Drake. So I think we're probably okay.
Well, all right. What about you, Suge? What you think? Your positions?
By the way, before we drop that Drake May thing, Theo Benedict played better than Campbell.
Play better than who?
Will Campbell. At left tackle, Theo Benedict played better than Will Campbell.
But y'all still talking. Look, man, don't get my blood pressure up again. I done told y'all several times about that damn left tackle.
I just wanted to make the point. Like, they had Will Campbell out there at left tackle all season. Theo Benedict was actually better than him.
Man, Will Campbell needed a saddle out there at left tackle. He was getting rolled. Like it looked like an episode of Rawhide.
Wow, man. Yo, we might have changed the title of this podcast to like the old pod something. We the reminiscence podcast, so we going back.
Oh my God. Well, your interference is getting real bad. I can barely hear you.
Damn.
Hey, look here. What was your question again, Lance? What position?
Duvall said, which position do you want to see us draft in the draft this year? What are your most important positions?
Defensive tackle, man. Up front. Everything start up front. And if we can get an edge or, whatever they choose to do at edge, but I'd love to have a couple beefy guys up front to stand those people up, man. And that's where it starts. It starts at the line of scrimmage, and we got our asses whooped several times, too many times up there. Yeah. So, like you said, you'd spend your first what? What did you say? Your first 3 picks on defensive players? Yeah. I would as well. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. We got to get better up front. We got to, Billings didn't do it. Dexter didn't do it. Grady didn't do it for most of the season, although he started to come on late. But we got to get more stout up front, man. Yeah. Our line of scrimmage has to be 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That's when you're getting some progress.
See, that's why I'm like, I'm with you. That's why I'm like, defensive interior is so important because I'm tired of watching 3rd and 5s and lower. I want to see 3rd and 7s and 3rd and 8s, but we had to deal with so many 3rd and shorts because we didn't do well enough against the run. And so you got these guys, driving all the way down the field, and we just get our stops in the red zone. I don't want to see that.
What's most aggravating is when it's 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6, and they run it and they get.
It's the worst.
Right up the middle.
Yeah.
That's aggravating as hell, man. I can't stand that shit. Can't stand it. So my answer would be up front. Get some big young boys in there, man, and let them go at it. You know what I mean? Let them play right away too. Let them learn on the job.
For sure. Still doing it.
I know. I don't know what that is. Well, apologies, Chop It Up fans. I don't know what this is. And if I jump out, this whole thing's going down. So I ain't gonna do it. But hey, I think this is a good conversation. We did some arguing. We talked about some of the things that happened to our team. There's still a lot of stuff that's gonna happen within the next few days, gentlemen. A lot of stuff. Hopefully a lot of good stuff. I'm not mad about the center that we picked up. I'm just disappointed because I really wanted a certain player. But I mean, this is what happens this time of year. You want a certain player, and then your team don't get him, and you're a little bit sad about it. But it is what it is. Because like y'all, I trust Dan Rochar. If like that dude, if you listen to that interview when he was on the Teron Armstead show, I implore you listen to that interview. Like, that dude, we got an offensive line coach, we have a coaching staff, and we know this, and I trust it.
You had mentioned on a chat, Franklin Myers. Lance, you had Franklin Myers be in the mix.
Yeah. You said John Franklin Myers?
Yeah. Oh, right. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
That situation, we get him. You know, now I'm like, go ahead, because there's more flexibility in the draft.
Agreed. All right. We ain't gonna keep you guys too much longer. I think this was a good one. This interference is really crazy right now. Anything you guys want to leave fans off with? Leave the show off with? If we ain't got nothing, Keith, do your thing, brother.
Do we got anything? D1? He ain't got nothing. He
I
muted.
don't got nothing but this interference.
I know.
No,
You
he
don't
ain't
got
got
Tyler Linderbaum, I'll tell you that much.
I got one thing. Lance, I would employ it for you to take it easy on the Chicago, because they had no idea that this Dalman thing was coming. They had no idea this was coming. You know. I mean, they didn't know. I mean, so what if there was mumblings? But you don't know if a guy's going to retire at 27. And when he actually does it, that's got to be a shock to the whole building. So, I mean, they did the best they can do, maybe. But, I mean, hey, if they don't want to spend that money for that guy, what's his name? Lieberbaum or whoever? Linderbaum, yeah. Hey, it's not like our team is set, and the only thing we needed was a center, and that's different. You know, we got a lot to address, and they acting like they got a lot to address. That's what I like about it.
That's a good point.
Yeah. I'm not hard on them. I'm not hard on them. If anything, I'm more mad at Dalton. But let me just make one thing very clear, because we didn't say it. If there were mumblings and you're 1 foot out of the door, I don't want you on the team anyway.
Yeah,
because I don't know the type of player that I'm getting.
Okay.
It's fair for the team, and it's fair for you to just go ahead and call it quits.
Like Tom Thayer said, once you utter the words retirement, then you done right there. You done right there. Football, you got to be all in or all out. You can't be like that. You know. Now, somebody need to tell Barry Sanders that because Barry didn't want to come back for that last season. And then he came back and led the league in rushing.
Well, he a different cat.
Right, so he's a different cat. Right. But that was a while ago, but that's the rebuttal to what I just said. I just thought I'd throw it in there.
I got you.
Anyway, chop it up, man. We had another great discussion. And I don't want to hear nothing else about no damn left tackle. I'm gonna lose my damn mind.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say he ain't want to hear about your boy.
Boy, I can barely hear you, man. It is really bad.
Yours sound bad to me, but mine must sound way worse.
Hey, get us about here, but we mess around.
I'm about to get on my phone, man. God damn it.
I told you we weren't gonna be gone in those 30 minutes. I told you that.
It was 30 minutes.
Well, that's only if something crazy happens on Monday. If it's real big, we can do something for about 30 minutes. Just talk about that thing only.
Well, what would be real big?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know about anything big now.
Crosby already gone, so that's not really the only thing.
Oh man, what if they traded for Myles Garrett on Monday?
Oh shit! We apologize, Chop It Up fans. We still in the development stage. Our producer ain't been on in about 6 months. I think he got him a little woman. He ain't got time for Chop It Up. So we're gonna have to reach out and pull his coattail to see what he's doing. He probably swimming in baby oil and whipped cream up there in Stanford.
Facts. All facts.
She asked him, baby, don't you gotta get on your podcast? I ain't thinking about them foods, baby. Come on.
Right.
It started when he brought up Dylan Gabriel.
He right, it did.
Right. You right.
It did. I know what I'm talking about.
Man, that chicken smells good.
This boy seasoning his meats.
Hey, whoa. Settle down, sir. Settle down. Moving a little too fast there.
No, I said what I said, and I meant what I said, and I said about you.
That's it, Chop It Up fans. We crazy. Y'all better start watching this damn show. All right, Chop It Up fans. We gonna catch you next time. I'm your man, Big Suge, Big Lance, D1, and the greatest, Muhammad Ali. We gonna see you next time on Chop It Up, baby.